Welcome back, everyone. Well, let's face it, you hear me say this a lot, right? This past year was really pretty impossible. And let's face it, if you were in the best of health, if you were in the best of economic situation, family situation, or whatever, it was really tough. Now you just start to look at people in our community that are a lot less fortunate than we are. And I'm really excited about this interview. I met Andrea Deepe, it's got to be a couple of years ago now, over in Hudson Falls. And Andrea is the CEO of and I have to look at it because it's alphabet soup, Warren Washington Association for Mental Health. So first, let me welcome her. Hello, Andrea.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Very nice to see you again. Made such an impression. Back in that day, we actually did interviews on site, which was, gee, I don't know, it was another world someplace there.
I know.
And we took a tour of the apartments and met some of the people living there. And it was just such a wonderful experience, very rewarding experience. So let's start off by letting our viewers know what the WWAMH is, what the mission is.
Yeah, so our mission is to improve the quality of health for individuals living with mental health issues, and to also promote awareness of what mental health is. At AMH, we provide a variety of services serving about 1,200 individuals annually within Warren and Washington counties. We provide clinical services at our Kaleo Counseling. We also have a care management department. We have a psychosocial drop-in center. We also have a very large residential program. And we also provide other services such as dual recovery services for individuals who are diagnosed with both mental health and substance use disorders. So we try to have an array of services available for individuals in the community to meet the need. Based on what those needs are, we try to build the services around them and make them very, very person-centered. What is it that an individual needs, not a group of people, and not based on diagnosis either.
Right. There's so much misunderstanding about mental health and how it inflicts people and what paths these people might have out. But there's something that I read that you sent me that really stuck in my mind. You just said it. You said person-centered. And to me, that holistic approach to helping someone is that's what human beings are. So that if you're able to connect at a holistic level, taking the whole person into consideration and person-centered, you've ratcheted up the ability for communication, for relationship building, and for identifying challenges and for solving those challenges. Yeah. And that's, I remember clearly how it struck me. And I think that that's wonderful that you and your team are dedicated at that level to helping people. You've hit the news. So there's a new apartment complex that's on Cooper Street, right off Dix Avenue, as a matter of fact, where the old Price Chopper used to be there. Let's talk about this apartment complex. Not only because you're about to open it up, there'll be a ribbon cutting, and we'll talk about that. But how the community came together and why they came together to make this happen.
So we have, as you mentioned in the beginning, we have a program called Housing First that we built back in 2009 that houses 18 individuals. And that was very, very successful. It is permanent supportive housing. And what that means is that individuals can move in here who are homeless. And we basically surround them with the supports and staff they need, what they need personally to be able to be successful, whether that is to assist them in gaining employment, getting an education, finding a primary care physician, believe it or not, is one of the first things that we work on with people to maintain their physical health. Or it's other services, linkages to community supports that are available to veterans or people who are living with a history of domestic violence. Whatever it is that they need to be successful in their lives so they can maintain their living independence. And that was so successful. And knowing that there's such a huge need still in Warren and Washington counties, the homeless numbers are still very, very high. In fact, knowing that we've got a 28 unit apartment that's just about ready to open, we know we're going to have that apartment complex full by August. And that the people that live there have been and continue to be in dire need of this type of living environment where it's not just a roof over their head, it is a roof over their head that comes with people who care, that are there 24/7, that are there to help them, to answer their questions, to help them make phone calls, to help guide their direction so that they can continue to live and be productive in their community as another community member just like you or I.
Boy, I hope our listeners really, you could go back sentence by sentence to what you just said and just, you really do. I hope our viewers are taking note that, and again, we saw it firsthand. These are people that, for whatever reason, need this kind of help. And I'm not trying to sound woo-woo here or anything. It's just we're human beings. We all want a place to live. We all want community. We all want to share experiences, and we all need a helping hand. We all need help. And some of the outreach services, I remember talking to someone who was there, and it was an education program. You were helping this person find a job. They were learning a trade, and it was a very successful outcome. And I know you face a lot of different challenges. In this past year, I can't even imagine what some of those challenges were with the pandemic. But the opportunity there to help somebody keep that light on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk to me a bit about that. So you are actually able to help people learn a trade and get involved in a job.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it's a matter of our connectivity to other people in the community. It's our connections with BOCES. It's our connections with, other entrepreneurs that are willing to work with individuals who want to learn a skill or learn a trade. It's our abilities to work with others and then help support these individuals that need this assistance and that need this support, even if it's just a phone call at the end of the day to say, you did a really great job today. And what can I help you with tomorrow? Or, you've got an interview coming up next week. How can I help you prepare for that? During COVID, it has been a struggle, just like it's been a struggle for everybody else, but we've maintained all of our resources and all of our services and programs right on through. Thankfully, we were blessed with the abilities to be able to continue doing that. We didn't have to close our doors in any respect. We had to just tailor how we did things. We had to obviously follow all of the COVID rules with the social distancing, and that's very hard to do when you have a social program that operates Monday through Friday. We had to get really creative with that, but we did it because these people in this community, their diagnoses don't go away. They don't change just because COVID hits. In fact, this got harder for a lot of people, and it actually affected more people that had never dealt with any sort of mental health concern because of the isolationism, because of the depression and anxiety that COVID brought out. Also affected us, it affected all of the clients that we work with, and I dare say it probably affects a larger percentage of people in the United States and across the world than anything else ever has, at least in our lifetime. And so being able to continue our work and to keep moving forward is so super important. And that's our drive to keep coming in every single day so that we meet that need, even if it's just for one person that day.
Andrea, it takes a certain kind of person. It does. It does.
Sure does.
You really embody it. You really do. Hey, let's take the opportunity. This doesn't happen without a lot of support. This is a big project. Let's just take the Cooper Street project.
Yeah.
Let's give a little bit of shout out here. You're partners with a lot of companies, a lot of individuals who made this happen.
Yes. So we have obviously the funds to be able to build the program came through Governor Cuomo's ESHI, Empire State Supportive Housing Network. Their funds to be able to grant 6,000 units across New York State to be able to help individuals who are homeless and have some sort of mental health, substance use disorder. That's the monies that we got in order to operate. And then we needed some partnerships to be able to build it. And that's where the Homeless Housing and Assistance Program through the Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance comes in. They give us the money to build the program. And then aside from that, I mean, we've gotten loans. We had NBT Bank come on board and help us with the Federal Home Loan Bank. We also had Glens Falls National donate a large sum of money to us last year, along with Spectrum Plastics, also donated a large sum of money. And then we've had a lot of other local entities, such as Glens Falls Presbyterian Church, their mission committee has donated things for Cooper Street. We now have a homeless fund for Cooper Street to be able to dip into so that we can help individuals as they're moving from wherever they are located, not under their own home, but they're coming into their home at Cooper Street, and we can help them to get the things that they need to get started, whether it's to purchase medication, whether it's to purchase new clothes, food, you name it. We have all of these things that this wonderful, generous community, on top of not just the organization, but I've had so many people write us checks that we're so thankful for, that they've taken out of their personal accounts to send to us so that we can help these people to have a wonderful experience when they move in and they can truly call it home. And hopefully things will continue going as smooth as they have been, and we will be able to open our doors on May 17th for those individuals.
Oh my God. So it's nice to have some uplifting news, right? Hey, I want to let our viewers know May 13th is the groundbreaking, right? The ribbon cutting. I'm sorry. That's quite a difference. If it was the groundbreaking and the ribbon cutting, somebody is working very quickly.
That's right. That's right.
And that you see the web address on the screen. Find out more about the organization. See what you might be able to do yourself to be able to help them. We're going to cover the ribbon cutting. So I'll see you again. And the best of luck to you and your team for all the really wonderful work you're doing in the community, Andrea. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Jesse. Always great to see you.
Yes, likewise. You take care now.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.